Hello, guys. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your weekly tarot reading for the sign of Cancer, September 26th for this week. I'm going to get started because I have a little terrorist on my lap. So let's get started and see what your week is looking like, Cancer. Let me give everything one quick shuffle before we play. Go. I was trying to get a picture of him sitting on my tarot cards, but my camera battery died. Let's take a look and see what's happening for you, Cancer. Here we go. Hi, Norma. Hi, Louie. What's up, guys? Hi, Eric. Okay, so Ace of Cups, Ace of Coins. So that's like new beginnings. Ace of Cups being love. New beginnings for Pentacles is the Ace of Coins, which tells me that there's likely some new things that you have going on for you that you're starting over with. Sorry, guys. Is likely going to be a good reading. I started channeling already with the sneezing or the hiccups. I'd rather have sneezing than hiccups, but sorry, guys. So I'm seeing the 10 of Swords. So a lot of these changes are coming out of a need to break out of some of the restrictive environments you find yourself in. We do have the Wheel of Fortune in play. I'm hesitant to move these cards until I spread them out for you, but I do see the Two of Wands for Cancer, and the Two of Wands being this card that tells us that you're sitting in the middle of two ideas. So this could be you talking yourself into and out of these two different experiences and trying to decide what direction and steps you want to take next. Hesitancy, right, is a killer. The universe loves it when we make a decision, and maybe can be sometimes so. Like I was just having this conversation this morning with a few crisis phone calls that I had, and one was an individual themselves and the other was a client, both dealing with a situation that requires a decision to be made. And so, people talk about this stuck energy all the time, being stuck. Well, I don't want to leave my wife because she'll take my kids or take me for my money. I don't want to quit this job because it's so hesitant out there, but they're being abusive. I don't want to take this new job because it'll take me away from the other things that I want to do. But I mean, any one of these scenarios puts us in this pinch, backs us into a wall, and gives us this here stuck energy, which is our hangman. Hangman is that pause, that breath between two things. So when we have the hangman, two or three things could happen. You could think of it as purgatory. You're stuck and you can just wait. And it bears the question on whether you've done all that you can at this point. Because if you had, then you would be easy with a waiting period. So being pregnant is a waiting period. Let's give that as an example. Nothing you can do about the pregnancy or to change it or enhance it or speed it along in any way. You're just pregnant. Whatever decision you make, healthy, unhealthy, term, late, early, terminate, keep, give away, like all the questions that happen within it. There's nothing you can do about that one fact in and of itself. Pregnancy is pregnancy, and it's something you have to wait for. It's just an example I'm using. Talking about Cancer being pregnant at all. But I'm saying that there are these moments where we start to examine our position within a situation. And we look to the stars, we look to the heavens, we look to any external force that can help us figure out what the path is. And I get this question all the time: what should I do? So when I do a reading, people just say to me, what should I do? Well, my job is to tell you what the picture of the moving parts in your life looks like. It's your Polaroid or your selfie of your life. And you have the star card. What do I do? Right. So I see Cancer really starting to take a look at what it is they want to do. Now we have the Sun card and the Six of Cups, which means celebration and joy. So I do see a lot of joy and celebration coming up for you. We have the Emperor card, and that is leadership. So the Emperor is the conquering, leader, right? You guys have like a metric ton of major cards. That's going to, and I'm not just talking about major cards, but I'm talking about deeply moving, powerful, catalytic kind of energy that you're feeling within you right now. All of these aces, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is fate. So when fate is in play, so fate, you have the Hangman, okay? So you're feeling like you're in the stuck and waiting place and you're waiting for something to happen. Now here's what's true. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which means time is on your side for this change as well, okay? So you have this time, the change. You have the Strength card. And if you've been listening to my little parable and analogy about the Strength card, it's making friends with the problem, making friends with your demon, making, pulling the little spur and burr out of the lion's paw and making friends with it. Now you have this ally, this strength of overcoming something that used to bring you down. We have the Chariot card and the Emperor and a Strength card. I'm going to show you. Let me just tell you what your majors cards are. Now, I count aces to be pretty major influence, especially because they represent such a powerful new beginning. And I always say love and money is the same energy, and they're side by side, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. If you go to YouTube, you can see this picture in picture. So Ace of Cups, Ace of Coins, Wheel of Fortune. Those are side by side. And then we see speed. We have the Eight of Wands, which represents like once you make this decision, everything's going to click very rapidly for you. And we have the Star card, which is about looking for these signs. You're looking to see if there is a resonance for you, or a mirror, or something that's telling you that your path is correct, that you're going in the right way. I will tell you to make a decision in your brain, because indecision is a decision and you're going to get stuck there. You don't want to be stuck. So it's sketchy out there right now in all kinds of ways, like all the ways. So you have this right here, which is that hesitancy, that going back and forth, that pulling evidence for one way and pulling evidence for another. So recommendation from karma is get an expert view, get a psychic reading, go to a friend who has the very unbiased opinion that is able to guide you, go to a pastor or a priest or somebody that's unbiased, or whoever that you can feel like, supervisor at work, or somebody that you respect, that you feel you can get a unbiased viewpoint and look at some things if you're feeling that conflicted and feeling stuck. Secondly, I gave this assignment to a partner where I said, take your emotions out of the game and write down exactly what you want, okay, in the middle third of a piece of paper. Fold the left side over to a third and then the right side over to a third. And you put your two different opinions side by side, okay? And then when you look at them, you count all of the things that are more like what you want and just make a decision off of that, because that's going to be your unhinging of the wheels so that you can get this machine moving. Because it looks to me like there's a lot of potential around you. And I have the Page of Cups, which means a totally new beginning. So you're on the verge or on the cusp of making some really huge changes. There's just a little bit of hesitancy, and Cancer really wants to break the shackles of the commitments that they have going on right now. Now, this feels like really heavy energy, but it's not heavy energy. It's exciting energy. Look at it a little differently. None of this has the Tower card. We don't have the Death card. We don't have, Judgment, or any of these cards that are saying that this is a decision that has to be made that's based on outside influence. This is totally like you taking on the higher road and making a way for yourself and just really determining what's best for you right now. Pull some cards from the Mystic Dreamer deck. If I don't throw them all over the desk here. Anubis is finally sleeping. He was a terror. I mean, those pictures have been wandering on my cards. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. I'm halfway through the recordings for the Tarot 101 series, since we have scheduling conflicts getting everybody in class, and to stick around and not reschedule so much. I've recorded the session so you can jump on and take the class and not have to worry about making my Thursday nights. For those of you that took the class, just expect a few of them to come to you, and you can wrap up with that, and then we'll have our one-on-one and get you graduated and teach you some spreads and get you some practice. So karmaondeck.com, go to YouTube, find me on there, like, subscribe, and share. And here we go for your moon reading. High Priestess. So some of these questions and little dilemmas that you have for yourself are in part due to you having some emotions that are coming to the surface that are kind of irrational and maybe perhaps all over the place. You don't want to make any rookie mistakes, so you're being very careful that you don't repeat past lessons. And again, you have the Two of Pentacles, which is being of two minds and two choices. And then you have the Lover's card, which is similar. So this is your divine masculine, your divine feminine, and this is your balance. This is the conflict that you have here where you are struggling to make that decision. And if you look at this card, it's got the sword in the middle, which is your decision. I'm also picking up, so you have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. You really want to master your emotions and stop being so emotional. And with the Knight of Cups in play, you just definitely don't want to make any rookie mistakes at this point. I see you requesting someone's time or asking for time to talk. Like you really need to express yourself right now, especially over some things that have been going on that you feel slightly betrayed about. We have the Ten of Swords, which is betrayal, feeling as if things haven't gone your way. And it seems like every time you've talked to somebody about this situation, this has been obsessing in your brain. For some reason, we have the high priestess, which is intuition. I will say that your intuition has been firing like crazy, and you don't trust anything right now because this experience is just different and uncomfortable. I do see the King of Cups as your end result card, and I'm also seeing the Devil card, which says that these bad habits, this could be anything. It could be substances, TV, bad habits, self-sabotage, any number of things whatsoever. The Devil card is the thing that binds you. It's not a bad thing or any outside influence or spiritual influence. It has to do with bad habits and things that restrict us. The theme card that you have that's concurrent between your general spread and your moon reading is your star card. So I don't know if there's any advice that I would say about looking to the heavens and asking for prayer to be answered or what, but the star card here is our card saying that you're really looking for alignment. Now, I'm always going to tell you that you will find more discourse with the universe the deeper you go within yourself. It's going to be a deep reflection of your own belief system. So I used to hear people say that the world is your mirror, and I used to say, well, I'm not an asshole. Why is this person being an asshole? But bigger, we have the mirror of our belief system. If we believe things are going to be beautiful, usually they will. Doesn't mean that chaotic things aren't going to come to us, or that things aren't going to be tipped upside down and the junk drawer needs to be sorted out. But the star card tells us that we are looking for meaning in things, looking for answers, trying to find our place and our role in the cosmos and in the life that we're living, and finding out if it all applies. I will say though that once you've made a decision in your brain, you will find congruencies externally, and the universe will start to respond to you and letting you know that it hears you. So if you are looking for signs, make a decision and then ask for the path to be illuminated for you, and you'll start to see those congruencies. You'll start to see that. I do see some celebration coming up for you. I'm not sure who Cancer owes an apology to, or you're requesting something from someone, but I do see the Knight of Wands. And this is like an apology. So either you're waiting for an apology from someone, or you're looking to make things right all around you. I'm going to pull a card for you from the Divination of the Ancients. And we will see what your message is this week. Watch it be the candle. Coins, abundance. See, I was telling you, the Ace of Coins and the Ace of Cups, love and money. So abundance is right in front of you guys, and this feels like the tide's about to turn pretty rapidly. And like I was saying, the cards indicate that changes will come to you quite suddenly. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I am going to come right back up here and do Leo. So thanks for hanging out with me. Love and light. I will catch you on the flip side.